So now I'm just going to make some Petit chocolates, which is just a nut base with compound chocolate around it. And to release some flavour into our nuts, we're just going to put it over the heat. Just want to keep that moving for a minute or so. You can do it in the oven. Okay, it's probably a little bit safer to do it in the oven because it's a little bit more forgiving. If you let this sit for too long, you'll get burnt patches on parts of the nuts, and that's what you don't want. A little bit of colour into my nuts, like that. I've got to take them off the heat. Because this pan is still warm, it will still keep cooking them. So I can't just put them aside and leave them. I need to keep an eye on those for the next minute or so. Either that, or change the container that they're in. But I'm just going to make my nut Petit with, and the ratio to chocolate is about 1 to 10. So I just tip my nuts into the chocolate. Now these will stick very quickly. Coat them. So I've got to shake them now before they start to go cool. So to do that, I'm just going to keep them warm while I get my tray ready. So ideally, you'd quenelle these, but with the round nut shape, that's not going to happen. So we're just trying to keep as much of an even shape as we can, and they will dry stuck together and just form a really sort of robust shaped Petit. Advantage of these is not one will be the same, so they look homemade, they look authentic. So if you're making them for a gift to give to someone, they'll know you've done it yourself. Disadvantage is none of them look the same, and so if you're after uniformity and a little bit of a well put together look, you're not going to get it with these. You can use all different types of nuts. Almond battens are a lot easier to use, but these are nuts we've got in house today, so that's what we're using. It's a good thing to do with leftover chocolate. If you ever, rather than tip it away, mix it with some nuts. You can put fruit in these, you can put coconut through it, you could sprinkle coconut on the top, you could flavour your chocolate. Lots of little things that you can do to make this, to finish these off nice. So I've now got my white chocolate that I'm going to garnish our little Petit nut clusters with. Now what I need to make sure I do with my white chocolate, because it is going through such a fine point bag, I have to make sure that there's absolutely no lumps of semi-hard chocolate in there, otherwise they get clogged and it ruins my whole sort of garnish. So I hold the bag at the join and it's hot. Aim for the centre. Make sure I hold the join. If I'm holding this bag like this, anywhere other than that join, the whole thing's just going to fall apart. Never try to overfill your bag, only to about 1/3 to halfway, absolute maximum. Once you've got a bag folded, you can't then try to refill it. They're single-use bags. It'd be really messy if you try to refill that. Okay, so you see I've got my join line. I clamp this together, fold my corners in, and I always fold away from my join line. Right. If I fold towards it, it'll loosen up and be all come undone. So by folding away, that keeps that edge nice and tight. So now I just cut the size that I want, which is about 1 millimetre. Okay, I can test it. That's perfect. Okay, here we go. So nice and fast. Just put my lines across. You can do one at a time to start with, if you like. You've got plenty of chocolate. You can do long lines, because that'll give you a nice thin line. You can do crisscross if you want, depending on you. That's our garnish. Ta-da!
Oh, I like it.
Can you tell what kind of nuts are inside?
This one's hazelnut. I can taste it. What's the other ones meant to be?
I think they're all the same. They have hazelnuts and almonds.
I like it.